Kit here, from Lexicon Company. Today I'm going to talk about the topic cybercrime. So here we'll start about the topic. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you about what is cybercrime. A cybercrime is a crime involving computer and networks. The computer may have been used in the execution of a crime, or it may be the target. Now, what is the definition of cybercrime? Cybercrime may be defined as any unlawful act where computer or communication device or computer network is used to commit or to facilitate the commission of a crime. So, I would like to tell you about there are two types of main crimes, which are two types of main cyber crimes, which are criminal activity that target computers. Second, criminal activity that uses computer. Now, cybercrime that targets computers that often involves malware like viruses. Cyber crimes that uses computers to commit other crimes may involve using computer to spread malware, illegal information or illegal images. Now, cyber crimes include monetary crimes as well as non-monetary offences. The crimes result in damage to person, computers or governments. First, child pornography or child sexually abusive material, CSAM. Child sexually abusive material refers to a material containing sexual images in any form of a child who is abused or sexually exploited under Section 67B of the IT Act. It states that it is punishable for publishing or transmitting of material depicting children in the sexually explicit act, etc. in the electronic form. Now, second one is cyberbullying. A form of harassment or bullying inflicted through the use of electronic or communication devices such as computers, mobile phones, laptop, etc. Third one is cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is the use of electronic communications by a person to follow a person or attempts to contact a person to foster personal interrogation or interaction repeatedly despite a clear indication of disinterest by such person, or monitors that interest, email or any other form of electronic communication commits the offence of stalking. Now, cyber grooming. Cyber grooming is when a person builds an online relationship with a young person and tricks or pressure him or her to doing a sexual act. Now, online job fraud. Online job fraud is an attempt to defraud people who are in need of employment by giving them false hope promise of better employment with higher wages. Then, online sextortion. Online sextortion occurs when someone threatens to distribute private and sensitive material using an electronic medium if he/she doesn't provide images of a sexual nature, sexual favors or money. Now, phishing. Phishing is a type of a fraud that involves stealing personal information such as customer ID, PIN, credit, debit cards, card expiry date, CVV numbers, etc. through emails that appears to be a form of legitimate source. Now, wishing. Wishing is an attempt where fraudsters try to seek personal information like customer ID, net banking password, ATM PIN, OTP, expiry date, CVV, etc. through a phone or call. Now, smishing. Smishing is a type of a fraud uses mobile phone text messages to lure victims into calling back on a fraudulent phone numbers, visiting fraudulent websites or downloading malicious content via phone or web. Now, sexting. Sexting is an act of sending sexually explicit digital images, videos, text messages or emails usually by cell phones. Now, swap. That is swap scam. Now, SIM swap scam occurs when fraudsters manage to get a new SIM card issued against a registered number fraudulently through the mobile service provider. With the help of this new SIM card, they get one-time password and alerts required for making financial transactions through the victim's bank account. Getting a new SIM card against a registered mobile number fraudulently is known as a SIM swap. Now, another common type of cyber fraud is credit card fraud or debit card fraud. Credit card or debit card fraud involves the unauthorized use of another's credit or debit card information for the purpose of purchase or withdrawing funds from it. Then, impersonation and identity theft. Impersonation and identity theft is an act of fraudulently or dishonestly making use of electronic signature, password or any other unique identification feature of any other person. Now, spamming. Spamming occurs when someone receives an unsolicited commercial message, sent via email, SMS, MMS, any other similar electronic message media. They may try to persuade the receipt or to buy a product or service or visit a website where he can make purchases, or they may attempt to trick him or her divulging bank account to credit card details. These are some basic forms of the cybercrime and how we can file. Now I'll tell you about how you can file a cybercrime complaint online in India. A cybercrime complaint can be filed using the National Crime Reporting Portal of India. Now, National Cybercrime Reporting Portal of India. This portal is an initiative of the Government of India to facilitate victims, complainants to report cybercrime complaints online. This portal caters for all types of cybercrime complaints, including complaints pertaining to online child pornography, child sexual abuse material, sexually explicit content such as rape, gang rape content, and other cybercrimes such as mobile crimes, online and social media crimes, online financial frauds, hacking, cyber cryptocurrency crimes, and online cyber trafficking as well. Now, these were some basic concept about the cybercrime which are taking place in India. Hope you are very much clear about the topic of cybercrimes and type of cybercrimes and what are the helpline numbers or helpline portals given to file a cyber complaint online. I hope this video is useful for you. If you have any comment regarding this video, please do post in the comment section. In my next video, I'll clear up all your queries. Till then, take care of yourself, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.